Malik Jackson, Browns defensive lineman, talked about dealing with that tough loss against the Raiders on the final play of the game, as well as kind of the Browns' thoughts moving forward, still believing they have a chance.
It's our job. It's one of those things that's what we have to do. We have very quick memories, You'd be surprised how fast we forget things. So I think it's one of those things we got to go out there, forget what happened, understand the situation that we're in, and understand we can't have any more mess ups. So that's it. Just live in a reality. Try to go to 10-7. That's the goal. I mean, we understand the position we're in. We understand we need to start helping ourselves and get some wins to put ourselves in the postseason. So, 10-7 is our goal.
And so, Tim, the way to look at this, Ravens play the Bengals. So if the Browns lose to the Packers, they're going to be 2 behind the leader in the division with 2 left to play. I mean, that's as simple as it gets.
Yeah, and that's where I think you got to, if you're a Browns fan, you got to be a huge Rams and Chiefs fan in the next few weeks. I was kind of playing around with the playoff scenarios. This isn't a game they necessarily need to win to get in the playoffs. If you do, it creates a slightly bigger margin of error. You don't need a whole bunch of different outcomes. But, I mean, the next 2 against Pittsburgh and Cincinnati are absolute must-wins if you want any shot of the playoffs. And you got to hope the Chiefs sweep the Steelers and the Bengals, along with the Rams beating the Ravens. So it's still possible to make the playoffs, even if they lose on Saturday, which is certainly likely. I mean, we know that everybody knows the challenge Green Bay brings into this game, especially, getting that extra day of rest compared to the Browns and playing on Christmas at home, which is, again, got to get them a little juiced up for that game. So obviously, 10-7 gives you a better chance to get into the playoffs. I kind of thought that if the Browns had found a way to beat the Raiders, this is almost like this would have been a throwaway game, one that, it would have been nice to have. But now that you lost to the Raiders, this is one ideally you would want to have in your back pocket just in case, you need it if, say, the Steelers or the Bengals take care of and surprise everybody and take care of Kansas City. So there's a lot going into that. But the Browns can do themselves a lot of favors if they win this and get a large amount of momentum going into Pittsburgh.
Yep. Agreed that this is one that it increases the likelihood by a significant margin. If you get to 10 wins, you're much more likely to get into the playoffs than you are with 9, I think.